What is up, guys? Jason here. Hope you guys are doing well. Just want to hop on and just share a quick video, guys, with how I finally quit weed. You know, if you're watching this for your first time, it's now been 7 years since I quit. And it just feels like a few years ago. So first of all, I just want to say straight up, I'm not here to condemn you. I'm not here to say you should stop smoking weed. I'm just sharing my story, my convictions. And if you can resonate, man, I want to be able to help. I want to be able to offer you guys support and an escape if that's what you're looking for. You're not helpless. And I just want you to know, I felt helpless. I wanted to quit for so long before I finally did, and reminiscing, I started smoking weed when I was 14, and to be real with you, it was so much fun. I had a blast, I'm not gonna lie. And it was just riding my bike, just being free, getting the giggles and laughing at everything, and just eating a bunch of snacks with my friends, man. It was enjoyable, not gonna lie. But as time progressed, as I began to get older, it was less enjoyable. It became more of something I needed to just function throughout the day. I couldn't do anything without smoking weed. I couldn't snowboard without smoking weed. I couldn't watch a movie without smoking weed, or video games, anything. Everything felt dull unless I added weed to it, and as I began to get older, paranoia started to kick in. I started to get a little bit more socially awkward when I got high, and just kind of turned into a little bit more of a recluse. I didn't want to go out, unless I drank as well or did whatever else, to make me more social. So gosh, guys, it became this bondage, really, and it wasn't enjoyable. And it was such a big part of my life. I smoked weed every day for about 15 years, and then I started to sell it, and all my friends smoked. It was just air. It was like breathing air. It was like eating food, and so it's no surprise that when I wanted to quit, man, it was not easy, and it was hard, and I failed time and time again, over and over again, for 5 years. You guys, I could make it barely a week and I would cave in again. And as it came closer to where I actually did quit, my convictions were getting stronger. I started to grow with God again after walking away from him my whole life, and I just knew it wasn't God's will for me to have to smoke this plant every day just to function, just to get through the day, just to cope with anger, just to cope with stress. It changed who I was. There was I was a different person because I was always high. It wasn't the authentic, genuine me. And so what it took, guys, was I literally saw this video, man, of this guy getting prayed for a weed addiction. And as he was getting prayed for, blood just started gushing from his nose, man. He was being delivered from this spiritual marijuana addiction, and I was like, holy crap. And at that moment, man, I was like, that's it, man. I'm done. I've been playing this game, justifying it, and between me and God, man, it's not his will for me to be smoking weed. And he had his grace with me. He put up with me for so long as I wanted to do what I wanted to do, And after watching that video, man, I actually contacted the guy that did the prayer, and he prayed for me over the phone. And you guys, that was the last time I smoked weed, after this guy prayed for me in Jesus' name, man. And I tell you, man, it was hell. It was hell, dude. I had all this. I was selling weed, I was selling dabs, I was selling edibles, and I literally had thousands of dollars in inventory. And I had to just throw it all away, man. I had to get out of my house. Because in the past, I'd be I'm going to sell everything and then I'll quit. No, I'll just re-up, get more, and then it's the same cycle I'm betting, So I got everything, man. Threw it away. Glass bongs, threw it away. There's one I had in my living room that I use daily. I threw that thing on the ground, shattered it, man. Glass everywhere in my living room. And that's what it took, guys. It took that disgust. It took that absolute decision. I'm done. I'm freaking done. And it it wasn't easy, guys. I tell you, I literally went crazy for about a week. maybe a little bit longer, man, with the emotions, I just felt so out of place. Like I couldn't really do anything without just feeling nuts, you know? And so, but the one thing that I did is I kept telling God, you know, God, I trust you. I know this is temporary. I know this is part of your process, you know? And there's beauty in the suffering. There's beauty in the pain. And so I just want to encourage you guys, like, if you got to go through it, man, go through the fire. It might feel like hell. It might feel like you're losing your mind. But God is for you, man. If it's his will for you, he's going to give you the power. He's going to give you the ability to do it. So I just want to encourage you guys, man, like, don't lose hope. Don't feel helpless. Don't just succumb to it like you're helpless, you know, like, oh, this is just my destiny. If you feel like you want to quit weed, and just know that's more than possible, especially with the power of God. And so I just want to encourage you guys, like, just believe it, see it, know that, and just trust in God and call on Jesus, man. Seriously, man. Like, there's a video of me like day 5 I have on my channel. Definitely feel free to check it out. It shows you the pain I was in. It shows you the struggle I was in, and how God came through, man. You can see the difference, man. I have another video of 1 year after quitting weed, you know, and night and day difference of who I was, man. So I just want to encourage you guys, like, it is worth it. If you're feeling like you're on the edge, if you feel like, I think I gotta let this go, man, do it. Do what's best for you, man. At least you give yourself a chance to see what life is without it. You know, be the real you. You don't need that. You don't need that. So I just encourage you guys, like, seek your truth, obey your convictions. May God bless you. If you haven't already, subscribe and follow for more. Thank you, guys. Be blessed.